हेलो एवरीवन, कैसे हैं आप? टुडे our topic of discussion is business environment. The term business environment means the sum total of all individual institutions and other forces that are outside the control of a business enterprise but that may affect its performance. The economic, social, political, technological, and other legal forces which operate outside a business enterprise are part of its environment. For example, change in the government economic policy, rapid technological developments, political uncertainty, change in fashion and taste of customer, increased competition in the market, increase in taxes by government, technological improvement may take existing product obsolete, political uncertainty may create fear in the minds of the investor. Classification of business environment: economic environment, fiscal policy, monetary policy, and industrial policy. Non economic environment, social environment, political environment, legal environment, and technological environment. Now we are discussing features of business environment. First feature is totality of external forces. Business environment is a sum total of all things external to business firm which affect it directly or indirectly. Second point is specific and general forces. Business environment include both specific and general forces. Specific forces include investor, customer, competitor, supplier. It affects individual enterprises, may affect individual firms directly and immediately in their day to day working. General forces include social, political, legal, and technological condition. It will have impact on all business enterprises, may affect on individual firm only indirectly. Now, third point is interrelatedness. Different elements or part of business environment are closely interrelated. For example, increased awareness for healthcare has increased the demand for many health products and services like Diet Coke, fat-free cooking oil. Fourth point is dynamic nature. Business environment is dynamic in that it keeps on changing, whether in terms of technological improvement, shift in consumer preferences, or entry of newer competition in the market. Example: black and white TV are replaced by color TV. Fifth point is uncertainty. Business environment is largely uncertain as it is very difficult to predict future happenings, especially when environment changes are taking place too frequently. Example in case of information technology or fashion industries. Sixth point is complexity. Environment is a complex phenomena that consists of numerous interrelated and dynamic conditions or force which arise from different sources. This is relatively easier to understand in parts but difficult to grasp in its totality. For example, it may be difficult to know the extent of relative impact of the social, economic, political, technological, or legal factors or change in demand of a product in the market. Last point is relativity. Business environment is a relative concept since it differs from country to country and even region to region. For example, political condition in the USA may be different from those in China or Pakistan. Similarly, demand for sari may be fairly high in India, whereas it may be almost non-existent in France. Second topic is importance of business environment. First is it enables the firm to identify opportunity and getting the first mover advantage. The idea of the first mover advantage is similar to the old saying, the early bird gets the worm. Environment provides numerous opportunity and early identification of opportunity help an enterprise to be the first to exploit them instead of losing them to competition or competitors. For example, Maruti Udyog became the leader in the small car market because it was the first to recognize the need for small cars in an environment of rising petroleum prices and a large middle class population in India. Volvo has capitalized well in its early mover advantage in the luxury bus segment in India with a dominant of 74% share. Second point is it helped the firm to identify threat and early warning signal. Threats refer to the external environment, trends, and change that will hinder a firm's performance. Environmental awareness can help manager to identify various threats on time and serve as early warning signal. For example, if an Indian firm finds that a foreign multinational is entering the Indian market with new substitutes, it should act as a warning signal. On the basis of this information, the Indian firm can prepare themselves to meet the threat by adopting such measures as improving the quality. Third point is it helps in tapping useful resources. A business enterprise assemble various resources called inputs like finance, machines, raw material, labor from its environment. The business enterprise supplies the environment with its outputs such as goods and services for customers, payment of taxes to government, return on financial investment to investors, and so on. Because the enterprise depends on the environment as a source of input, the resources as an output for uh, outlet for outputs, the enterprise should design a policy that utilizes resources effectively. Fourth point is it helps in coping with the rapid changes. All sizes and all type of the enterprises are facing increasingly dynamic environment. In order to effectively cope with these significant changes, manager must understand and examine the environment and develop suitable course of action. Fifth point is it helps in assisting in planning and policy formulation. Since environment is a source of both opportunities and threats for a business enterprise, its understanding and analysis can be basis for deciding the future course of action or training guidelines for decision making. For instance, entry of a new player in the market, which means more competition, may make an enterprise think afresh about how to deal with the situation. Last point is it helps in improving performance. The future of the enterprise is dependent upon what is happening in the environment.